Hello everyone, welcome to the Owl Moon Tarot. I hope you all are doing well. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful to have you all here today. It's raining quite a lot. It's pre-monsoon showers and it's raining, and I felt it's the best time to channel reading. And I hope you can hear the rain in the background. And if you love the sound of the rain, then hopefully you can hear it. Today's topic is, why did you meet them? Why did you cross paths with this person? Why did you meet this person? We're going to be seeing that, what is the actual purpose of meeting them. So we have 3 piles to choose from. So for pile 1, we have the Wheel of Fortune from the original tarot deck. And for pile 2, we have the Wheel of Fortune from the Unfolding Path tarot. For pile 3, we have the Wheel of Fortune from the Tarot of the Divine. If you would like to choose based on the crystals, then for pile 1, we have the Golden Quartz. For pile 2, we have the Green Aventurine. For pile 3, we have the Peach Moonstone. So take your time to choose your pile. It's completely alright if you're drawn to more than one pile. It may just mean that you have multiple messages here today. So take your time, pause the video if you need to, and I'll meet you at your pile. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you have chosen the Wheel of Fortune from the original tarot deck. And your crystal is the Golden Quartz. Alright, I'll place it right here and we can get started. So we're going to be seeing, why did you meet this person? What is the purpose of meeting them? Why did you cross paths with them? So let's start. We have Magician at the bottom of the deck. Alright, let's just shuffle a little and then we can start pulling out cards. I'm feeling the need to not pull out any significators or any other oracle cards. I just want to see what the tarot cards have to say today. So we will be completely focusing on tarot cards. So let's pull out 8 cards for why did you meet this person? Why did you meet this person? Why did pile 1 meet this person? So we have the Strength. We have the King of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Empress. We have the Lovers. Let me just put something on this so that YouTube does not highlight it. Just give me a second. Okay, here you go. We have the Lovers. I'm sorry if it's a little odd, but YouTube does have certain restrictions. And we're going to be pulling out a few more cards. We have Justice. I'm not channeling the messages yet because I'm loving the sound of the rain, and I hope you can hear it as well. We have the Page of Wands. And one more. We have the Chariot. Okay, so let's start. Why did you meet this person? So, quite honestly, with the Lovers and Justice here, I'm picking up on a strong energy that the reason you met this person is because this person is your soulmate slash karmic connection. So, when it comes to soulmate slash karmic connection, we have different type of connections, right? We have soulmate, we have twin flame, we have karmic, we have divine connection, spiritual connection, higher level connections. So we have so many types of connections, but every connection has a sense of karma related to it. Every type of connection that we come across has a little bit of karmic account tied to it, whether it's a twin flame or a soulmate, it doesn't matter. There is some kind of lesson or there is some kind of karmic account tied to it, and that's why I'm picking up on this connection being a soulmate connection. There is a union here, there is a strong union and future here in this connection, but before that, the karmic account has to be clear, the karmic account has to be learned. So just like how the earth is made up of 70% or so of water and the remaining percent is of the land, just like that a connection is mostly soulmate connection, but it still has an element of karma related to it, right? It has certain lessons to be learned, and that's exactly what is coming through, that this is a soulmate connection, but there is karmic accounts related to it. There are certain lessons that are to be learned here, and the lesson that's quite strongly coming through is breaking free. Breaking free, not from breaking free in terms of freedom, not from the external world, but rather from the internal world, from within, which is breaking free from your own limited beliefs, from projections, from this insecurities, and just feeling that breaking free just of you not feeling good enough about yourself. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. This is the lesson that both of you are meant to learn, that breaking free from your own limited beliefs. There is a very strong sense of inspired action that's coming through. Both of you are here to teach each other how to take action, and how to be bold, how to be courageous, how to be confident, and how to go after what you want. Even with the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Chariot, there's so much of energy related to taking action, going after what you want, determination, resilience. And sometimes it just happens that we are so afraid of rejection, we are so afraid of what if it doesn't happen the way we are imagining or the way we are feeling. What if that we end up not taking action at all, we end up not doing anything about it at all, and we just have boundaries around us, we just have our walls up. So there's a sense that both of you are kind of trying to act indifferent towards each other. This could also be a no contact situation, or it could be that you are in contact but there is a sense of indifference towards each other. Not that you're indifferent in terms of feelings, the feelings are a lot, there is a lot of feelings, but it's not being voiced out, it's not being expressed, it's not being it's just not out there. Just it's like there is a sense of assumption, quite honestly, that I'm picking up on, a sense of assumption that the other person knows what I feel, but I don't know what they feel for me. Like that's kind of energy that I'm picking up on, that there's a sense of assumption. Then of course they would know that I'm interested, of course they would know, but if you have never voiced it out, if you have never said it, how would they know? And if they have also not said it to you, how would you know that they're into you? So there is a sense of not communicating properly, not taking action. There is a sense of miscommunication as well that I'm picking up on. So the purpose, why did you meet this person? It's to be bold, it's to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable, wearing your heart on your sleeve, opening up, expressing what you truly feel within is one of the highest form of bravery to have, because just being bold and taking action here, like it's easy, but when it comes to expressing your own feelings, deep see we have a thunder here, deep insecurities, when it comes to feelings, deep feelings, it takes a lot of courage to just be vulnerable, and that's one of the highest form of bravery. So definitely being vulnerable is not a weakness, rather it's one of the greatest strength you can have. Over here it's seeming that the purpose of this connection is to be vulnerable, it's to be courageous, it's to be bold, it's to be open, it's to take inspired action. It's seeming that it's not just one side, but rather I'm picking up on this energy that both of you are meant to take action, both of you are meant to be bold. So if both of you have this energy of being very indifferent and having your walls up and not feeling comfortable expressing your emotions, then both of you are here to teach each other the same lesson, which is to communicate, to express your love language, to express what you feel, to express your thoughts, your desires, your feelings, your emotions, everything, just to open up and express. And that's exactly, it's just seeming that both of you are here to make, the reading is starting with the Strength and it's ending with the Chariot. So definitely both of you are here to teach each other that very, very strong, important lesson. I think we saw the Emperor, right? I didn't realize we have the Emperor, or the Sun, the Emperor, and the Empress, the Knight of Cups. So yeah, definitely this is a very strong divine connection, especially with the Emperor and the Empress coming together. It's a very strong soul divine connection. And the Empress is all about feelings, right? She's all about emotions, intuition. She doesn't hesitate to be vulnerable, she doesn't hesitate to nurture, she doesn't hesitate to be compassionate. But the divine feminine never chases, she never chases, she always stands firm in her beliefs, she stands firm in where she is, she stands firm in her power, she attracts, she does not chase, she attracts. But she will not hesitate to be vulnerable. When it comes to feelings, she will be vulnerable, she is not afraid of speaking her mind, she is not afraid of speaking her feelings, but she will never chase. And the Emperor is all about the divine masculine. The Emperor, he's all about action. He's all about taking the lead in the connection. He's all about providing and protecting for the connection for his feminine. So it's like he's all about taking the lead. So the Empress always needs the Emperor, and the Emperor always needs the Empress. They cannot go for anyone else. The Empress cannot go for a king or a knight, she needs the Emperor, and the same goes for the Emperor as well. Which means that both of you have those lessons to learn. This person is your divine masculine and you are their divine feminine, or vice versa. Of course, this is not gender specific, these are just aspects of it. It could be vice versa as well, but definitely you both are here to rise in your aspects, in your power, to rise in it, and to be bold about it, to be brave about it, to be courageous about it, and to express. Because there's a very strong energy that you both are here to help each other grow, you're here to help each other learn, you're here to help each other express your feelings, your thoughts, your ambitions, your goals, your desires. Go after it. There is instead of focusing on your limiting beliefs, instead of focusing on what if it doesn't happen, what if it does not work, instead of focusing on the lack of it, you both are here to make each other learn what if it all works out? What if, the feelings are mutual? What if, everything goes exactly the way you want? But how will you know if you don't express? How will you know if the other person, if you don't know what the other person feels? So I'm picking up on this energy that there is a possibility that, you don't know what the other person feels like. There's of course, I'm just picking up on this energy that there is so much of indifference, there is so much of question mark if the other person feels the same way. Maybe there has been no kind of communication about it at all. There's just assumption that they know what I feel for them. Like, it's just, I'm just picking up on that energy. There's just assumption that they know I'm interested, but there has been never actual action or expression in terms of words about what you feel for each other. And the purpose itself is that the purpose is to take action, inspired action, passionate action, bold, courageous energy, communication, going after what you want, determination, resilient. And in the end, we have the Lovers with the Justice here, that's saying that this is a soulmate connection. But yes, you have to learn your karmic lesson related to it. And the rain is quite heavy. So yeah, but definitely it's seeming that the purpose, it's quite straightforward, it's quite out there, that this is why you have met this person. This person is your soulmate. This person is the one that you're meant to be with, specifically with the Empress and the Emperor here. This person is your significant other, divine counterpart, twin flame, however you would like to term it. This person is your significant other, but the union will happen once the lessons are learned, because the lessons itself that are tied to is related to action. So without taking action, how will you have an outcome? Without taking any kind of action, how will the two of you come into union? Without expressing how you feel or how they feel for you, how would it even go forward, right? It's just going to keep going through the same loop. It's just going to keep going through the same standstill that you're going through currently, be it in contact, not contact, waiting for contact, however the circumstances, it will keep going through the same loop. So one person has to be bold. One of you has to finally break free from that pattern. One of you finally has to break free from that limited beliefs, lack, and just being bold. So like I said, the Empress, she is in her power. She does not chase, she only attracts. But like I said, the Empress will not hesitate to be vulnerable. So when you are being vulnerable to your person, it's just being vulnerable about what you feel, and not having an expectation of how the outcome will be. Because when you have that expectation of how the outcome will be, that's where that fear comes through. That's where that fear of rejection comes through. But what if you just express what you feel for them without having any expectation that they may not respond, or they may not react in the same way, whatever it is. But you're just you're just wearing your heart on your sleeve, and you're just letting them know what you're feeling for them. And it's completely all right if they don't respond. It's completely all right if they don't react. It's completely all right, because at the end of the day, just because you're being vulnerable doesn't mean you have lost the power. Like I said, being vulnerable is one of the greatest strength you can have. It's a strength. It's never a weakness. In fact, hiding your feelings, suppressing your feelings, just running away from your feelings is the weakness. It's not the strength. In fact, that is the weakness. Running away from your own feelings, from your own thoughts, from your own desires is the weakness. And when you own up to it, you're just owning up to it. You're not having any expectation how it will work out, what it will what will happen, or anything of that sort. You're just expressing. You're just being vulnerable. You're just holding into your own power. You're just standing firm in what you believe. You're just standing firm in your expression. You're just standing firm in your feelings, and you're just saying it out there. You're being vulnerable, which means that you're being vulnerable you're not chasing, and what's meant for you will be attracting towards you. And it's seeming that that's exactly where the lesson has to be learned. So if you feel that if your person has taken action towards you and now it's your turn, then maybe you should show them some kind of gesture. Even if you're not ready to be completely vulnerable about how you feel for them, then maybe now it's time for you to show them some kind of gesture that you are interested in them. Yeah, at the door band, so here's a confirmation. I didn't realize that the door opened. So anyways, as I was saying that if you feel that they have taken some kind of action towards you, then it's time that you take some kind of action towards them. If they have kind of shown some indication that they are interested in you, they like you, they're attracted to you, whatever the case may be, if you feel that they have shown you some kind of indication but you have never shown them that same kind of vulnerability, then maybe it's time for you to take action. But if you feel that no, if you firmly feel intuitively, this is coming from your intuition, from your heart, it's a very small tiny feeling, it's not a nagging feeling, it's not something that's pushing you to do it, rather you just feel a sense of calmness around it. It's just very calm, that feeling. It's not going to nag you, it's not going to push you. Even if you go against it, it's not going to tell you not to do it. It's just going to be a very, very calm feeling. If you feel that no, I think they should come and reach out to me, or they should take some kind of action towards me, because I have in a way given, expressed or given them chances, then you can definitely wait it out. But there is a very strong need to be bold and courageous, and this bold and courageous energy is not just limited to the connection itself. In fact, there's you both are here to teach each other how to be bold, courageous, confident, to go after what you want in everything, in every single aspect of your life, to go after your dreams, to go after your your dream career, to go after your personal perspective, how you perceive yourself, your personal projects, your wellness, when it comes to health as well. So there is a need to be bold, confident and courageous, and not to have your boundaries up, to not be indifferent about it, to not run away from it. Rather, both of you are here to teach each other how to be just bold, confident and take action. Because I'm picking up on this energy that somewhere maybe both of you are kind of running away from certain aspects. I'm picking up on runner chaser energy, quite honestly. But it's not feeling like that one is the chaser only and the other is a runner only. In fact, I'm picking up on when the situation arises, both of you kind of take turns in it. Like sometimes you are the runner, sometimes they are the runner, sometimes you are the chaser, they are the chaser. So it's like equal kind of turn when it comes to that. Like both of you kind of end up running and chasing each other, and you take turns in it. And that's something that you need to reflect, because that's a running chasing dynamic you have with in life in general, with people and circumstances and situation. So yeah, definitely it's seeming that when you want something, when you desire something, you have to go after it. You have to be bold about it, you have to be courageous about it. There's no point second guessing, there's no point waiting it out. What if you miss out on the opportunity? So it's seeming that both of you are here to teach each other how to be bold, and especially when it comes to expressing your emotions, expressing your feelings, it's being bold, especially when it comes to that. Wearing your heart on your sleeve, being vulnerable, opening up about what is going on within you, not suppressing your emotions, not suppressing your feelings, rather owning up your feelings, owning up your owning your feelings. You're not owning your own feelings when it comes to this connection, or for anything else for that matter, any other situation, any other circumstance. So it's seeming that you're here to teach each other how to own your own emotions, your own feelings. So definitely that's a very, very strong purpose. There is a very strong union coming through as well. But like I said, that the union will only happen when the karmic account is cleared out, because your karmic is related to taking action, and action outcome cannot happen without the action. You can perceive it, you can manifest it, but of course manifestation needs action as well. Manifestation you know, has an element of action, right? And if you manifest and you still have limiting beliefs, or if you still have fears, or if you have boundaries you're not expressing, then of course, you know, it just keeps going through the same spiral, the same loop, the same you know, lesson keeps repeating. So definitely I'm picking up on this energy. The both of you are meant to help each other express, and that is why you have met this person. There is a strong romantic energy in the air as well, and we even saw the sun. Very strong romantic energy. Oh, we have the 10 of cups as well at the bottom of the deck, and the ace of coins, the queen of cups. So yeah, definitely the happy ever after card. This is the card at the end of the fairy tale, right? Happy ever after. So yeah, definitely there is a very strong energy of a very strong union. We have the empress and the emperor itself, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, a divine counterpart energy in the reading itself, which means that yes, there is a strong outcome in this connection. You both are each other's divine counterpart. There is a strong outcome, but you know, learn the lesson of being bold and courageous and taking action, and automatically this outcome will follow. So I actually want to pull out few more cards to see what else we can get, or what is that energy towards you right now. So just give me a second. Okay, so I'm using the Romance Oracle Angel to pull out one card, just to see, you know, what is happening in this connection now or next. Like, you know, what is going to happen now or next in this connection. We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So yeah, trust. That's exactly, you know, that's exactly what you're meant to learn. We have wedding at the bottom of the deck. This situation involves marriage. You deserve love. You are lovable. So when it comes to expressing your feelings, when it comes to opening up about how you feel, why do you have your walls up? Why do you have that indifferent energy? It's because there is sorry about that, there is limiting beliefs, there is, you know, limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, insecurities, and of course trust. You know, like you know, it's difficult to trust. It's difficult to put yourself out there. It's difficult to trust someone with your feelings. It's difficult to trust someone that they would understand, you know, what you're going through or what you're feeling. It's difficult to trust people in general, and that's why I said vulnerability is one of the greatest strength to have. It's not a weakness. You know, vulnerability needs trust. Maybe not in other people, but at least within yourself. So definitely it's seeming that, you know, you need to trust and you need to take that leap of faith. If you feel, we have ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, and good time. We have conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. We have beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. We have divine feminine, yin and feminine energy. So I'm so sorry I did not mention, I'm pulling out now from the heart's hidden secrets to see what your person's energy is towards you. What is their feeling? Like, you know, what are they thinking right now when it comes to you? We have commitment, marriage, promise, fidelity. We have wedding here at the bottom of the deck. Let me just place it right here. There you go. We have karma, consequences, cause and effect, deaths. There we go. We have justice. We just have justice there, and we have karma here. So yeah, definitely. We need 2 more cards. Pain, apprehensive, afraid, cautious. I'm so sorry, too many fell down, but I'll show them to you. We have clarity, truth, intention, honesty. We have emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected, and we have trapped, stuck, tied down, and captive. I just need one more. We have heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. We have past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. Karma and karmic lessons and past life, mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. Okay, so yes, your person is feeling quite a lot for you right now. I'm not picking up on this being what's going to happen next in the connection. It's saying that now, right now, and right in this moment, whenever you're watching this video, it's a completely timeless reading. But now, both of you are required to trust yourself, trust your feelings, trust the connection, trust the other person, trust the person on your mind. It's just there's a need for trust at the moment. You need to learn how to trust. You need to learn how to be vulnerable. You need to learn how to trust what the universe is making you go through, putting you through, the connections that the universe is bringing towards you. You just need to learn how to open up and trust. Definitely it's seeming that your person is feeling a lot at the moment for you. There is so much. I just want to go with the conflicted and hard fog at the moment. It's seeming that, again, like I said, there's a sense of assumption, of what the other person feels. Like, there's just an assumption that, that yeah, they know how I feel for them, and they just know how I feel for them, but I don't know how they feel for me. So there's just that assumption, and it's seeming that your person is kind of now feeling a little conflicted and confused if you even have any kind of feelings for them or no. They could be acting out, they could be acting hot and cold. For some of you, I'm even picking up on this energy that they could be acting hot and cold intentionally, just to see if you react to it, just to see if it brings some kind of reaction out of you, just to see that does it even bother you if they're acting hot and cold? Does it even bother you if they don't reach out to you so much? Does it bother you if they're not in contact with you? Does it, is there any kind of feelings? Is there any kind of energy? But the thing that I'm picking up on is there's so much of indifference on both the sides. There's so much of indifferent energy from your side and their side that that there is no expression. So it's kind of making them feel even more confused. It's making them feel even more it's making them feel there's so much of pain coming through, honestly. It's seeming that the fact that there is no kind of reaction, or any reaction, barely minimum reaction, let's say, it's just making them feel that maybe there are no feelings involved, and maybe they're assuming that they know how I feel for them, but since they don't feel that way for me, or maybe they don't feel anything at all for me, so there is a sense of pain coming through. So it's just there's so much of walls up and boundaries in different energy coming through, and both of you have no idea how much you feel for each other, and both of you have no idea how much the other person matters. I'm picking up on this energy that you matter. You matter, like that kind of energy is coming through. And both of you have no idea about how much the other person matters. So yeah, definitely it's seeming that it could be acting hot and cold, or giving you a little bit of mixed energy, mixed signals on purpose, just to get some reaction from you. But yeah, it's seeming that it's not being fruitful, because there's a lot of pain coming through, specifically with the beauty below it. It's seeming that they are seeing you as a divine feminine, and the beauty here, they are seeing you as this a very beautiful, kind, charming person, definitely. And and you are causing them pain, and you're causing them that kind of disheartened energy, just disheartened. And I'm even picking up on disappointed energy, so they're definitely going through pain. And but yet, even the thought of going after you, even the thought of coming towards you, or taking some kind, taking this connection ahead, is making them feel excited. There's a very strong energy of excitement coming through. But yeah, if I'm being honest, there is a sense that in a way, if there has been so much of push pull dynamic between the two of you, so much of hot and cold energy somewhere, even the hot and cold energy kind of has become exciting for them, especially when you chase, or especially when you give an indication that you want to take this connection ahead, and they are in the runner energy. There is a sense of that push pull dynamic is also start giving them some kind of excitement. Maybe that's the only indication that they have, that maybe you are interested in them, maybe you do have so sorry about that again. You do have some kind of feelings for them, you do have some kind of any even a little bit of spark for them. So definitely that's something that's coming through, that even the push pull dynamic is now making them feel excited, because that at least gives some indication that you do care. And in a way, I just want to clarify the karma, because it's their thoughts and feelings. Because for some of you, I'm picking up on this energy that they could be acting a little bit like this on purpose, because yeah, we have abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. So yeah, in a way, they have they have felt abandoned by you, they have felt pretty abandoned by you. And they are acting hot and cold, they are acting a little conflicted and confused, because they kind of want to bring the connection into balance. They're not trying to intentionally hurt you with the with karma here and consequences, cause and effect. They're not kind of trying to make you feel, they're not intentionally making you feel this way, they are not intentionally holding out on you. But yeah, definitely there is this energy that they're acting hot and cold in a way right now, because they have felt abandoned by you. They have felt that they have tried their best, and you have not trusted them enough to open up. And now they're acting a little bit different than usual, because they feel that that's the only way that they can bring balance in the connection right now. So definitely, if they're acting a little odd, little different, little hot and cold than usual, especially if you're in contact, then I'm picking up on this energy that they're doing this because they want to see if you react at all, if there's any kind of reaction coming through from you. And if it's a no contact situation, then they are feeling abandoned, and they're kind of conflicted about what to do. They are feeling conflicted whether to reach out or not to reach out. What should they be doing? They are feeling completely conflicted. And we have resistance at the bottom of the deck now. Sacred admirer, suppressing and timid. So they are resisting the connection. They are resisting the connection, and it's feeling like this is coming from their intuition specifically. Then they're feeling this intuition that they have to resist this connection at the moment, because they have felt abandoned enough, and they're feeling completely conflicted. They've gone through a lot of pain, and they need something more from you, right? And yeah, definitely at the end of the day, no matter what, they do want this commitment. They do want this commitment with you. They do want to take the connection ahead, but it's feeling like they've just been burnt out too many times, and now they're conflicted, they're confused. And like I said, if you feel that they have taken action plenty of times and you have not, then it's time for you to take action. they do want the commitment, especially with the clarity, truth, intention, honesty. This is their truth, this is their intention, this is their honesty. They do want this, but definitely they need something more from you. They need more from the beauty, they need more from the divine feminine to understand where to go from now. So yeah, definitely it's seeming that if they have taken plenty of action, then maybe now you may have to take certain steps, or you may at least have to give some kind of indication that you are interested as well. So it's seeming that the purpose is quite clear: to trust, to be vulnerable, to take action, to be bold. And that's why you have come across, you have met, you have crossed paths with them. They are your divine counterpart. They are they are the person you're meant to be with, and for that there are certain lessons to be learned, and that's why you cross paths with this person. So that was the entire reading. I hope you connected with it, and thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading did resonate, then please do like and comment down below. Share this video with someone who may resonate with the messages, and I do need your support at the moment. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a video. And also I do offer personal readings, so you can connect with me at the Instagram link given down below, or at the email address given down below, and I look forward to sharing this experience with you. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello pile 2, welcome to your reading. So you have chosen the green aventurine as your pile, and your card is the Wheel of Fortune from the Unfolding Paths Tarot. So why did you meet this person? We have Moon at the bottom of the deck, and as soon as I started the reading, the clock turned to 1717. So that's quite a beautiful angel number. So if you've been seeing 1717, it could be quite significant for you. We already have the Queen of Wands. So why did pile 2 cross paths with this person? Why did they cross paths? What is the purpose of this connection? Why did they meet? Why did they cross paths? Why? We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. I don't know why I picked up on this energy. Dream work makes the team work. Or teamwork makes the dream work. I'm so sorry if I said it the other way around. But teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, I'm so sorry I said it the other way around. But that's one energy that I'm picking up on when we have the Three of Coins. We have the Queen of Coins. We have Emperor at the bottom. We have Emperor. Sorry about that. I was just saying what is at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Sorry. So as soon as I started your reading, I'm feeling that my brain is going a little foggy, which is basically there is a lot of overthinking, a lot of confusion, a lot of question marks, a lot of what is happening kind of energy coming through. So we have the Ten of Swords. All right. . So it's seeming that why did you meet this person? Quite honestly, there is a very strong triggering energy that's coming through on both the sides. You are triggering your person, and your person is triggering you. There is this energy that both of you are triggering the feeling of not feeling good enough from both the sides. You are triggering your person. Your person is going through a huge tower moment. It feels like a huge tower moment. Maybe this could have happened in the past, or it's happening right now, but there is a very strong energy of feeling like a tower moment coming through, quite honestly. It feels like it just feels quite heavy from both the sides. Like I'm picking up on heavy energy on both the sides. It's feeling that both of you have triggered a feeling of just that energy of not feeling like not being good enough. There is it's feeling your person has put you up on a pedestal, or it could be vice versa as well, but or it could be both the sides. But definitely I'm picking up on your person putting you up on a pedestal, where they feel that you are too good to be true, and you're too perfect, and you are definitely one of a kind, definitely one of a kind individual. So there's this very strong energy of you just being different from the crowd. That's how they perceive you. You being very different from the crowd, and you being just different. Like I'm picking up on this energy that you're just very different from everyone, and that's how they perceive you, and because of which they kind of have put you up on a pedestal, and that has kind of triggered their own flaws. It has kind of triggered their own thoughts, their own flaws. Basically, I'm picking up on this energy. It's made them feel that what is not good in them. Like they're only focusing on things that are not good in them. They're only focusing on things that are not that they don't appreciate about themselves. Quite honestly, I'm picking up on this energy that they don't appreciate a lot about themselves as it is. Like I'm literally picking up on this energy that they don't appreciate a lot about themselves as it is, and you coming into their life has kind of made them feel that that they have a lot of drawbacks, they have a lot of flaws, they have a lot of challenges. They're just not good enough to be with someone that is like to be with someone like you, basically to be with someone who can have who could be with anyone if they want. So they see you as someone that who could get anyone. Basically they see you as someone that you could get anyone you want, and you chose them, and which made them feel that they're actually not as good or not as perfect as you. Not that that you see yourself as perfect, but they see you like that. They see you as someone that who can't make any mistakes, who is too perfect. Definitely, in fact, I'm picking up on this energy that the fact that you come across as so perfect and so good and so sorted and so mature and everything like that, so there is no room for you to make mistake. It feels like that in a way. I'm picking up on this energy. The fact that they see you as so perfect, if you make mistake, it kind of there's no room for it, is what I'm picking up on. Maybe there's something that you have gone through already in the past, or it's something that it's something that's happening right now, or something like that. I don't know why I'm picking up on this very specifically. Now the fact that they see you so in such a beautiful light, they don't see you as someone who can make mistakes. And if you make mistakes, it's not taken easily, it's not taken well. It's basically you feel bad for making a mistake. So that's also a lesson that you are meant to learn. Basically they see you like that, they project their feelings on you, and you take that upon yourself. So you also feel that you are not good enough in a way, because maybe a lot of the connections could have not have worked out for you, or maybe this connection specifically, even even if there's no past history of this, but if you have gone through a lot of past heartbreaks, or even if this is the first time that you're feeling this way, I'm just picking up on this energy that everything that you've gone through in the past has made you kind of feel a little less confident about you as a partner in a romantic relationship. It's made you question if you are doing something wrong. But the fact that I'm picking up on is that every single person has had their own problems, and they have projected their problems on you. And instead of realizing where that projection is coming from, instead of realizing what they needed to heal, or what was triggering them, or what they were going through, or basically what they were lacking at the moment, basically they were lacking to be a healthy partner for you, what they were lacking at the moment, you kind of took that projection and believed that projection for yourself. Even though they were projecting their issues, their insecurities, their limiting beliefs on you, instead of realizing that that's just a projection of how they are feeling, you kind of took that projection on yourself, believing that there's something wrong with you. I hope that's making sense, because it's feeling like I complicated it a little bit. So yeah. Let's go with an example, I suppose. So let's say maybe it could be this person or someone from the past. They could have someone having commitment issues, and you have tried your best. You have been caring, you've been understanding, you've tried to give them time, you have tried to understand why they're having commitment issues, you have tried to understand where they're coming from or why they need the time. You've just tried to be as a supportive partner, nurturing, caring, compassionate. And yet at the end of the day, no matter how much you put yourself out there, how much you gave them the benefit of the doubt, at the end of the day you were the one that got hurt. You were the one that got you were the one that did not get commitment at the end of the day. So again, does this in any way relate to the problem that's within you? No, it's not a problem that's within you, but rather the fact that they couldn't give you that commitment. It was a problem that they had their own insecurities, they had trouble trusting, commitment issues, emotional unavailability, feeling not good enough, or just wanting to run away from their feelings, running away from taking up accountability, running away from taking up any kind of acceptance of any mistakes. And they that kind of made, they projected it in such a way that you felt that maybe you were too much, or you felt that maybe you were doing something wrong, basically. And instead of realizing that that was their own shortcoming, them being emotionally unavailable was their own shortcoming, it kind of instead of realizing that, you kind of took that projection as you being too much. The only thing that you are meant to learn from all of this is to not lower your standards, and to not lower that line of boundary, to not accept the bare minimum, quite honestly. Because it's seeming that every single time this has happened to you, even if it's the first time, but I'm picking up for some of you it could be a couple of times. Every single time this has happened, you have kind of taken the projection, and you have felt that you're too much, but you did not realize that it's the projection that's coming on you. It's the fact that you accepted the bare minimum, and yet you got you just got the bare minimum breadcrumbs in return and got hurt. And and just you just took it on yourself that maybe you were too much, and that's something that you're meant to learn. That's why you have met this person. It's basically to help you realize that you're not too much, or you're not doing something wrong. It's not that you're not a good partner, it's not that you're not an understanding partner. You're just taking up someone else's projection, which you're not meant to do. It's their own shortcoming, it's their own problem. You can't heal someone, you can't heal for someone. You can heal only for yourself, you can't heal for someone. So definitely definitely I'm picking up on this energy that you are meant to learn to stand in your own power, especially with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Coins here. Two strong queens we have here. The Queen of Wands is bold, confident, she's charming, she owns the crowd. She, she, whenever she walks into a room, she draws the attention to herself and she owns it. Like, she's in the spotlight. She is just one of a kind. And even the Queen of Coins, she is very stable. She's a very mature woman. She's very stable. She's very assured within herself. She's very assured about what she does. She is very nurturing as well. She's very kind, compassionate, but yeah, she definitely is very balanced, very mature, very sorted, and she owns her own. Both the queens own their own power, and that's exactly what I'm picking up on, that you are meant to continue owning your power. You're not meant to bend. You're not meant to dim your spark for anyone. You're not meant to dim your spark for someone who can't handle it. Does the sun kind of dim their light, dim its light for someone? Like, does it, like, just because it's sunny, does it kind of put up a shade? No, it does not. It shines. In fact, it shines more bright. As summers come, it starts shining more bright, and that's exactly what you're meant to do. If someone is not able to take your light, you shine more bright. You don't dim it. You, in fact, rather radiate it even more till, till it blinds them. Yeah, I don't know why I just went on a little bit of a rage over there, but definitely that's what I'm picking up on, that that's what you're meant to learn, to never ever bend, never dim your light, never adjust, never compromise. Of course, you are meant to compromise and adjust when it comes to relationship, friendship. Like, every connection is adjustment, is compromise, is sacrifice. Especially when it comes to romantic connection, at every point we are supposed to compromise and adjust, but it's supposed to be an equal give or take. If only one person adjusts, if only one person bends, if only one person sacrifices, then that's an unbalanced connection, right? So this is a connection which is showing you the mirror. It's a mirror where you are meant to learn to never dim your light for any reason whatsoever. You have to shine bright, and the one that's meant to shine as bright as you, or to hold that to kind of I don't know what would be nice, like, who holds a spotlight on you, like, that you have that spotlight, that if someone who holds that spotlight on you, you're meant to be with someone like that, who, like, in fact motivates you even more, inspires you even more to shine bright. So definitely that's something that I'm picking up on, as why you met this person. Why did you cross paths? You were meant to learn to never dim for anyone. You were meant to learn to never dim for whatsoever reason. And coming to them, yeah, definitely they are going through a lot of triggers. They are feeling they are not good enough, that they are not good enough as you. They are not good enough as someone who's perfect as you. A lot of insecurities are coming through, emotional unavailability is coming through, hurt is coming through, trauma is coming through, pain is coming through. So definitely limited beliefs is coming through. Just an energy of not being good enough, and not being good enough for you, especially in the relationship or connection, is coming through. So they are meant to learn to step beyond that, right? They are meant to stop believing in those limited beliefs, and they are meant to stop learning how to project their feelings on others. I'm quite honestly picking up on victim mentality when it comes to them. It's feeling that they have a quite strong victim mentality, and it's seeming that it feels like they have, it's like, if they're going through any kind of turmoil, any kind of pain, it just feels like they're kind of wanting to place the blame on everything but themselves. And let's say if you call them out for something, then instead of accepting it would kind of somehow the blame would come back to you. Again, like I said, you're too perfect for them, and if you make any kind of mistake, then it's not easily accepted. So there is this very strong energy of them kind of having this victim mentality, which is kind of they are kind of moving away from that energy of taking accountability, accepting what they feel, accepting their feelings, accepting where they need to work on themselves. So when it comes to healing, right, when it comes to realizing that there is certain things that we need to heal within ourselves, the first step is always acceptance, right? We accept and then we take accountability for it and we start healing it. So that's exactly where they're kind of going a little haywire, is what I'm picking up on. That somewhere they are accepting, they are realizing that they can't be the victim. They can't be the victim always in their own story. They just can't end up being the victim. So in a way they are learning to take acceptance. They are accepting that every time it can't be that, but there is a lack of accountability right now, where I'm feeling that somewhere they still have to realize that a lot of the things that have happened in this connection, in their life in general, especially their past, even more than the connection, I'm picking up on their past. Quite honestly, it's feeling like they still have to take accountability for it. Like they say that a coin has two sides. A coin has two sides. Sometimes sometimes we do wrong, sometimes we get hurt, sometimes we say the wrong thing. So like the same thing, a coin has two sides. So one side of the story is true, but who knows, it could just be half true. What about completing the story? So it's feeling that right now they are realizing a lot of aspect of it, and they are realizing that, but there is a sense of needing to even take accountability of it. Acceptance is there, but accountability and starting to heal it is something that they need to start working on and focusing on. So quite honestly, that is the first thing that I'm picking up on. Why did you meet this person? You met them because you were meant to realize that you're never to dim your light for any reason whatsoever. You're not to dim yourself. You're in fact supposed to shine even more bright. And why did they meet you? Basically, when their energy is coming through, is because you're kind of making them realize. You're showing them a mirror. You're showing them exactly the mirror that they need to look at. That this is exactly what they need to work on. This is their limiting beliefs, their own insecurities, their projection. The fact that they have been projecting their own fears onto everyone else but themselves. They are showing them the mirror of projection. You're projecting them, their own fears, back to them. It's like I'm picking up on a bounce off effect. If you've seen that mirror, or even a rainbow that comes through, light gets into it like a prism. Light gets into it, and then a rainbow comes out of it. So that's the energy that I'm picking up on. That you are they're they're kind of exchanging energy with you, and then you're showing them you're just showing them the rainbow. It's not just you're showing them one projection, but rather multiple things that they feel is something that's wrong with them, or they feel that they have been avoiding, they've been running away from, they've been escaping. So definitely that energy is coming through, that they need to work on this. And quite honestly, I'm picking up on this energy that there is a very strong future coming through with so many cards. We have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Coins, the Hierophant here. So definitely there is a very strong energy of this being your person. But there is a very important lesson coming through, because that lesson is still yet to be remained for you and for them as well. For you, I'm even picking up on this message that I'm picking up on a very specific message. It may resonate with some, it may not resonate with some. But I'm picking up on this energy, the amount of effort that you put into the connection, where you get bare minimum. If you redirect that amount of effort towards people who are there for you, it would kind of reap rewards, is what I'm picking up on, especially with the Three of Coins, the Queen of Wands here. It would reap rewards for you. When I'm saying that, you redirect your effort towards other people, I'm not saying just in terms of romantic sense. It could be family, it could be friends, acquaintances, of course not acquaintances, but of course if you acquaintances putting a lot of effort and you redirect it towards them, then it would reap rewards, because there's balance, right? If someone is pouring into you, you pour into them. But what happens if you just keep pouring into a cactus? It doesn't work, right? So it's like that, like, everything, every connection is a mirror. Every connection is like a balancing scale. Sometimes it's at balance, sometimes it's not in balance. So this is one message that's coming through for you as well, that redirect your energy to something that's watering you, and you water them, because that will help you reap a lot of rewards. I don't know why that very strong message is coming through, so it could resonate with some of you. But yeah, definitely, instead of focusing on this energy, instead of focusing on what they are going through or trying to water this, you might as well water people who are watering you, or water people who are putting effort towards you. So again, it's not romantic. It could be friends, family, siblings, colleagues, and what have you. But yeah, definitely I'm picking up on that energy for some of you. But it's seeming that you are moving towards that light, you are moving towards shining very bright. And we have the Emperor here, which means that you have shown them the mirror, that they can't project their feelings, and they have to stop projecting their feelings and stop being in the victim mentality. They rather have to work on themselves. And there we go, we have the Eight of Coins. So the Eight of Coins with the Emperor here, it's seeming that they will be putting in effort within themselves to work on themselves, to heal, and to actually come across as the Emperor, because with someone as beautiful slash handsome and confident, and beautiful, handsome, confident, courageous, and just magnificent person like you needs the Emperor, right? Like they need someone like that, someone strong like them. So definitely I'm picking up on this energy that they will work on themselves, they will come out of this this tough emotional turmoil, and there is effort on both the sides coming through with the Three of Coins here, that you will be putting in the effort, and they will also be putting in the effort. For now, it's seeming that you water what is watering you, and when they come towards you, you water them only if they're watering you. So you start watering each other. So that's why I was picking up teamwork makes the dream work. So yeah, let's pull out few cards to see what is their energy towards you right now. Okay, before that, I'll be pulling out one card from the Romance Angel Oracle. We have getting to know each other at the bottom of the deck. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So for now, I'll be pulling out one card to see what is going to happen in the connection now or next, basically what is going to be happening. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So there's a very strong healing, from both the sides. This could be the one. You deserve love. So there's a very strong energy of healing coming through, specifically when it comes to past childhood trauma, healing issues related to family, the self, inner child, career, money, finances. So there's a lot of energy related to that. So let's pull out a few cards from the Heart's Hidden Secrets to see what messages are coming through. We have healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing for what they are feeling towards you right now. And healing is something, we have healing here as well. So definitely seeming that they are moving towards healing. Like I said, that there is acceptance already. They now have to start taking accountability. So we have hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart, thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. So sorry about that. So my alarm rang and it felt like a realization because I was just channeling a message when the mistakes came out. Misunderstood, victim, lost soul. So I was picking up on this energy that some of you have already started shining bright, right? Like I said, like, shine your light, don't hesitate, don't dim it. So I was picking up on that energy that maybe some of you have already started doing that, and that kind of is making them feel hopeless, and it's kind of making them feel that, maybe I was picking up on that energy that you're slipping away. And it's kind of giving them a wake-up call that if they don't start healing, if they don't start working on themselves a little bit, or if they don't start dealing with their issues or dealing with their mess, then you may just completely slip away. So, and that's why there was a hopeless feeling, and it's like awakening kind of an energy, and exactly the alarm rang, which made me feel that you should continue shining your light. We have one day, someday, somewhere, another time. See, another confirmation that they are wanting something with you. They're definitely wanting to take this connection ahead, but yeah, there is this energy of feeling very hopeless about it. We have apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. Yeah. I mean we have another confirmation, and yeah, I mean, the alarm rang, that's a huge confirmation that they're waking up and they need to kind of sort their issues right now. We have conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. If this is a no contact situation, then you can expect an apology coming through from them. Although they are feeling quite hopeless, they are feeling that maybe there is again so there's this victim mentality, but it's feeling that right now they're realizing that they are the one that are misunderstanding the situation. They are the ones that are making the mistake. That's good. I want to see what do they want with you, like what do they want with you. Okay, so we have the divine masculine, yang and masculine energy. So definitely it's seeming that you have kind of triggered them into a healing and awakening journey where they will come out as the divine masculine. They will come out as the masculine energy, and they will focus on healing themselves, taking accountability, stopping this victim mentality, and that also right below the mistakes, because a masculine, feminine, anyone that is conscious or is accountable will not have the victim mentality. So it's seeming that they're moving away from the victim mentality, and they will start focusing on themselves and focusing on their feelings. So we have two cards. We have three cards: fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. We have realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakening, the alarm clock. We have clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. They could be spying on you. Sorry about that. So it's seeming that right now their energy is quite heavy. We have return at the bottom of the deck, and the card that was meant to come out has fallen down. Let me just pick it. So we have pain, apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. So yeah, definitely they are, right now, whenever you're watching this video, it's a completely timeless reading, but from whenever you're watching it, it's seeming that they have realized where they went wrong. It's seeming that they have already realized that they are the one that did you wrong, and they were in a very misunderstood energy, very victim energy, and they kind of need to work on themselves. We even saw healing, so they definitely need to work on themselves. They need to focus on healing a little bit, and they need to focus on coming out of this energy. So definitely there is this energy of wanting to come towards you and apologize, yet there is this energy of being very hopeless. So if you see, there's a very conflicted energy. They want to apologize, but they are feeling hopeless about the situation. They are thinking of you, but they're very conflicted about what they should do. They feel that that they are very misunderstood, but in a way deep within they know that that's not the truth. And yeah, they are saying that one day things will happen, but right now they are in a lot of pain. So there's so much of every card that's come out has a little bit of conflict, a little bit of back and forth energy. And it's seeming that in a way, although it could be quite possible that you are barely in contact, minimum contact, no contact, for many of you it could also be a no contact situation. And just feeling that even though you have not done anything at the moment, yet you have triggered them. Like it's feeling you have not done anything and yet they have triggered. You have not pushed them, or you have not done anything at all, yet they have got triggered. And it's feeling like they want to take one step ahead, and it's feeling like they're taking two steps back, or it feels like they're taking two steps ahead and then one step back. It's like that kind of energy, back and forth energy. Now in fact I'm picking up on, it feels like someone is just pacing about the room, just pacing back and forth, pacing that what to do. So there's a lot of pacing energy. We have return at the bottom of the deck. So it's feeling that they do want to return, they do want a second chance, they do want opportunity. And yeah, it's feeling like they have finally reached this breaking point. They have finally reached that point where they can no longer run away from these feelings. They can no longer run away, avoid including not just their feelings for you, but including the stuff that they need to heal about, like these issues that they need to heal. There is that energy that they can no longer run away from it, and they need to work on those feelings. And it's seeming that this is the push that they needed, this is the final straw that they needed, that's going to push them to work on themselves and become the divine masculine. Again, not being gender specific, just the aspects of it. So it's feeling that this is the exact push that they needed, and right now they're just going through conflict. Although the cards that have come out are quite difficult, you don't have to worry about it. You have to continue shining your light while they work on themselves, and then they come towards you when they are ready for it, especially with a new love here. Whenever they're ready for it, they will come for it, but come towards you. But for now, you don't need to do anything. You just don't need to dim your light. You need to focus on yourself. Sorry about that. I've been hydrating myself quite a lot, and yet I think it's the weather. It's early monsoon showers, so not monsoon actually, we are way, feels like we've just started the summer and it's already raining. So the kind of change in the climate is causing the irritation. But yeah, I do love rains. I hope you also love the rains. Okay, I just want to see what is the next action towards you. Let's just pull out one card. We have chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Although I'm not picking up on toxic energy with the chasing here, because it's seeming that they should chase you, in the sense that they should pursue you, they should make you feel special, they should woo you, they should they should put in that effort of making you feel special. We have beginning, try again, new direction, start over. We have new love here. We have beginning and trying again, starting over. So yeah, definitely it's like, there's a very strong energy of reconciliation and coming back. There we go, we have the divine feminine, yin and feminine energy. So I said this in pile 1. I'm not sure if you were attracted to it, although the messages are a little different, but it's completely all right if you were attracted to both the piles, because I said that the divine feminine meets the divine masculine. The yin always needs the yang, the feminine energy needs the masculine energy. She cannot accept anything less. The empress always needs the emperor. She cannot accept anything else. So yeah, definitely it's seeming that that's where it's leading towards, that beginning, chasing the feminine, the masculine chasing the feminine, a beginning, starting over. And we have foundation, established, family, security at the bottom of the deck. So definitely, they are wanting to this karma, consequences, cause and effect, and deaths. They are commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. So they are wanting a strong foundation with you, and that's the action that they will be taking towards you. But right now, they are going through a turmoil. So you don't have to worry that they have so much to deal with, they have to work on them so much, and all of it'll take a lot of time. If that's a question on your mind, you don't have to worry about all of that. Healing can take place even in 6 days. Literally, it can even happen, it can happen overnight, it can happen even in 2 days, 6 days, or if someone wants to run from it, it can take even a longer time. It can take a long time if they want to run from it. But it even depends on the person, the process they want to go through, and the speed or anything of that sort. But yeah, healing has no time limit. Healing is a lifelong journey, especially that the healing that they need, at least once, if they come out of it, once they come out of this victim mentality, they will immediately take action towards you. But although they do need healing even after that, because like I said, healing is a lifelong journey. We all keep evolving, we keep learning, we keep healing. So it's like a lifelong journey. So it all depends person to person, but you don't have to worry about the time. It can even happen in just a matter of days. So that's completely all right. And as I said this, now the rain has stopped, but a huge wind passed. It went by quickly. Huge. It felt like a small, small. How do I explain it? Just wind. Wind that when there's a lot of wind and there's a lot of sand around, so it forms small, small wave, or a small cyclone kind of a wave, and then just flies off. So it just that's what happened right now. So yeah, that was the entire reading, and I hope you connected with it, and thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading did resonate, then please do like and comment down below, and share this YouTube page, share this YouTube video with someone who may resonate with the messages, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I do need your support at the moment, so please do subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a video. We have soulmates, cloudy judgment. That's exactly what has happened, cloudy judgment. Yeah, I do offer personal readings, so you can connect with me at the Instagram link given down below, or you can connect with me at the email address given down below, and I look forward to sharing this experience with you. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello pile 3, welcome to your reading. So you have chosen the Wheel of Fortune from Tarot of the Divine as your pile, and the crystal is a peach moonstone. So I've already placed it there, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Chariot. So let's start. Why did you meet this person? Why did pile 3 cross paths with this person? What is the purpose of this connection? Why did they meet this person? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Star. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune with the Star. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. I just want to clarify the Eight of Cups. Alright. We have the Temperance for the Eight of Cups, and we have Magician at the bottom of the deck. I'll keep it here. I hope it's visible. The reading is so positive, like it's straight away there that why did you cross paths with this person? Because this is your person. This is your person. This is the person you're supposed to marry. Like, you know, it's like that. Like, I mean, because with the Four of Wands here, this is as per the Indian tradition, which is a marriage. You know, an Indian couple getting married, and it's feeling that, you know, that's exactly you know, why you have come across this person, why you've crossed paths with this person, because this is the person you're going to end up with. Like, it's right there. I mean, it's right there that, yeah, you know, that you don't have to second guess it, you don't have to question it, you don't have to doubt it. So even if, you know, things go a little slow, things feel a little confusing at the moment, or things feel a little bit you know, different or weird, it's okay. You don't have to question it, you don't have to second guess it. This is your person. This is why you have crossed paths with this person. It's like it's right out there. So the Star is one card that's making me feel here, like, you know, wishing upon a star. Like, you know, when we see a shooting star, we wish. And we have the Nine of Cups here again with the wish fulfillment card. The Eight of Wands is the card that can be seen as blessings. You know, you're being blessed, and it's literally feeling the Wheel of Fortune itself coming out here as destiny. You know, that you crossed paths with this person. You know, destiny had a huge role to play. You crossed paths with this person for a reason, because your wish has come true. Your wish is coming true, and you're going to be blessed with this you know, connection. You're going to be blessed with this beautiful, loving, nurturing, divine connection, quite honestly. And there's something that you've been waiting for a while with a Magician here. Maybe you could have been stressing about it, or maybe you were stressed specifically with your past energy, the past, you know, past cycles that have gone through. It's seeming that, you know, somewhere there was this second guessing energy, just this doubt if it would ever happen. But it's seeming that, you know, with the Eight of Cups and Temperance here, you have walked away from all of it. You have walked away from all of the old patterns, cycle, all of it. And this is a completely timeless reading. Maybe I walked away from these lessons way back in the past, or maybe, you know, maybe a couple of months back as well. But I'm doing this reading after you know, the eclipse has completed. And it's starting to rain after the eclipse completed, 25 eclipse. So this eclipse was quite significant, specifically for connections, for people in romantic connections and cycles, patterns, you know, karmic connections, patterns that were going on since 21, 22, 23, specifically the year 23, but of course even before that. So it's seeming that you know, you right now you're have walked away from all of those karmic situations, those karmic patterns, getting the bare minimum. In fact, it feels like it's a closed chapter, like, with the Temperance and Eight of Cups, it's a closed chapter, it's a done deal, that, those lessons, those same patterns that you were going through is no longer going to be troubling you. You have walked away from it completely. And now the reason you have crossed paths with this person is because you're meant to be with them. It's because your wish is coming true. Like, it's right out there. You don't have to second guess it, you don't have to question it. Even if things feel weird right now, regardless of what the situation is right now, be it no contact situation, you are in contact, but things are different, or it's feeling a little odd, or it's feeling a little hot and cold, or it's seeming a little slow. No matter what the situation is, you don't have to worry, because it's seeming that this was destined. This is your person, this is your connection, and this is the person that you've been manifesting, subconsciously or consciously. This is the person that this is your dream person, this is your divine counterpart, this is the person you have wanted. Sometimes we feel that we are destined for great love, or we are destined for a good love story, and we just feel it. We have no evidence for it, and we just feel it, and it just appears suddenly like that out of the blue, and it's feeling like that this person is your dream that you have had since maybe childhood. You have had since a very young age. You have felt that you are meant to experience a good and great love, and now you're experiencing it. But of course, after a period of lessons and heartbreak and pain and healing and growth, of course, after a lesson of that. But I'm picking up on this energy for some of you, that you could be feeling that it could be quite different from the connections you have experienced in the past. So it's kind of making you doubt if it is going good. Sometimes when we go through a lot of unhealthy patterns, a lot of unhealthy situation connections, and toxic situations, when we come across healthy connections, healthy patterns, we end up questioning, is this right? Like, is this the right one? Because we are so used to the unhealthy patterns that we don't realize. So when something seems it feels a little slow, it feels a little stable, it feels easygoing, we end up questioning, is it going in the right direction? Like, is this is this my person? We end up questioning it. So I'm picking up on a little bit of second guessing energy in that way, that maybe you could be feeling that is this it? Like, is, even though I'm liking the connection, I'm finding it quite healthy, I'm finding it quite loving, but it's feeling a little different from the usual connections that I've gone through. It's feeling a little the way the connection is moving ahead, the way they are making me feel, the way the connection is going, and the moment it is right now, like, there is no insecurities being projected. There's no there's no question about how they feel for you. There is honest, open communication. So I'm picking up on that kind of energy. So we end up questioning, is it going in the right way? But again, not to worry about it, because that's something that could be coming from your past. Just a little bit of issue that has to be resolved from the past. But not to worry, because it's seeming that why did you meet this person? I mean, it literally, all the cards here are literally saying it. You met this person because you have had this feeling for a long time. You have manifested it. You have known in your heart that you are meant to experience a connection like this. Deep within that you're meant to be with a person like this for for this lifetime. You're meant to have your future with this person. You're meant to commit commit and maybe marry this person. When I say maybe marry, I mean, when I say commitment can mean different to everyone, right? It can mean moving in together, it can be engagement, it can be just living in together, marrying, or having a family as well. So it can mean so many things. So that's why I'm saying that it's feeling like a commitment for you. This is your person. Why did you cross paths with this person? It's literally out there. You cross paths with this person because you were meant to have a future with them. like you're meant to be with them in this lifetime. You're meant to have a great beautiful healthy love story with them, and it's starting to pour even more now. But yeah, definitely it's seeming like a wish is coming true and you're being blessed by this connection. So even again, like regardless of where the connection is right now, it's slow, it's going a little bit moving at a slow pace, or it's a no contact situation as well, or even if it is that things are going well, but there's a little bit of confusion, a little hot and cold energy. Regardless of any kind of circumstance, it's just seeming like the cards are literally out there saying that this is your connection. You are meant to have a future with this person. Whatever lessons that you were meant to learn in the past has been learned. You have completed that cycle. In fact, for many of you, I'm picking up this cycle has been completed quite recently. It could literally be as of just couple of days back, couple of weeks back. But yeah, definitely it's seeming that you have completed that cycle, all of those lessons, all of those cycles that you were meant to learn, it's all completed. And now you're meant to experience this great love. You're meant to experience. And with the Eight of Wands here, the Eight of Wands, it's a very fast moving card. It's one of the fast moving cards. It's swift, it's quick, it's action. It's happening quickly. So it's feeling like that it's going to happen quickly. There's going to be fast movement, quick action. It's going to start taking a lot of progress is going to start happening quickly. Forward momentum. Your wish coming true. You living your dream life when it comes to romance. Your dream romantic life. So yeah, definitely it's seeming that the purpose of meeting this person, maybe the two of you have gone through your lessons together in this connection, or maybe this person has entered your life after your karmic lessons. Regardless, it's seeming that whatever lessons were meant to learn have cleared out, have completed, and now you're meant to have a future together. Now you're meant to be in union together. Now you're meant to commit to each other and build a foundation together. And that's the reason why you cross paths with this person. Of course, if lessons have been learned, it would be related to abandonment issues has what has been learned. You both have learned the lessons when it comes to neglecting yourself, neglecting your needs, neglecting your priorities, putting yourself not putting yourself on a priority, not focusing on your self-worth issues. So basically I'm picking up on abandonment of your own self, abandonment of your inner child, abandonment of your soul. So that's a lesson that you were meant to learn, and it's aiming that both of you were meant to learn this lesson, and it's seeming that now that lesson has been learned. It's about balance, especially with the Temperance here. It's all about balance. It's about making sure that yes, I am a priority, but you are a priority as well, and we both are a priority. So it's like equal partnership. It's an equal give and take, equal loving and receiving. That kind of energy is coming through, and making sure that you're keeping yourself at top, at priority, and at the same time making sure that your partner's needs are being met and they do the same, keeping themselves at a priority and making sure your needs are being met. So it's like we both are a priority. It's both of us together. Like that kind of energy is what I'm picking up on. So definitely a lot of the lessons have been learned, and if you feel that there are still that you're still feeling a little bit of abandonment issues, you're not putting yourself on priority, or you feel that you're having a little bit of self-worth issues, like you're not perceiving yourself in the most basically you're feeling that there are a lot of issues and problems with you, then it's seeming that you still need to work a little bit of on this abandonment issue. Start prioritizing yourself, start prioritizing your needs, start prioritizing yourself a little bit more. So sorry about that, I had to pause for a minute because the rain sound was so heavy that I couldn't hear myself, and which is the beauty of the nature, isn't it? I mean, because it's like the nature is so silent, It's so quiet at times. We don't appreciate the beauty of the nature, and then when the nature wants to be seen, like it wants to be seen, then it can make sure that it's seen, be it in any form. And over here the rain itself got so loud that my voice was not audible to me itself. I'm just hoping that it came through in the video. But yeah, let's move towards what is next in this connection, and if they would like if any love messages can come through from their side for you. So I'll be pulling out one card from the Romance Angel Oracle to see what is happening next in this connection. Sorry, too many fell down. I just need one. And just like that, it's silent again. Okay, we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So it's seeming that definitely what's next is worth waiting for. Yeah, definitely it's seeming soulmate. Definitely it's seeming that this connection is the one, and you are going to be building the connection. You're going to be getting to know each other. You're going to be spending a lot of time with each other. You're going to be building on this passion. You're going to be giving each other a chance. You're going to be exploring this connection quite a lot. And I would like to see what is their energy towards you. We have resistance, secret admirer, suppressing and timid. We have confession, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. We have fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. We have intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. We have loyalty, trusting, reliability, believing. And we have healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. We have hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. We have longing, craving, aching, wanting. And we have chemistry at the bottom of the deck, attraction, spark, passion. passion, chemistry. There's going to be a lot of chemistry. We have peace, balance, harmony, friendship, apology. If if there is any kind of apology to come from their side, then they need to apologize. Yeah, so yeah, it's feeling like they may come towards you with apology. So quite honestly, their energy towards you is seeming, for some of you, if it's a no contact situation, then they will be coming towards you because with the longing energy and confessing, it's seeming that they want to come towards you. They are longing for you quite a lot, and they are wanting to confess what they're really feeling for you. So definitely, if it's a no contact situation for some of you, or there is a sense of confusion about what is happening, then you can expect a confession coming through from their side about what they're feeling for you, what they're feeling for the connection towards you, because they are longing for you quite a lot. And it's seeming, quite honestly, I'm picking up on this energy with the resistance here, that they're resisting in a way intentionally, quite honestly, because they don't want to come on too strong. So maybe that's why, like I said, you could be feeling a little confused about how they're feeling towards you, and if this is the one, just a sense of confusion, like you could be second guessing yourself, because maybe somewhere they are resisting completely opening up 100%, because it's feeling that they don't want to come on too strong. I'm just picking up on that energy that they don't want to come on too strong towards you, and that's why they are kind of resisting a little bit. But they do admire you quite a lot. There's a lot of admiration coming through, and their energy itself, like with the loyalty card here itself, it's speaking volumes that they are completely loyal towards you. They are completely taken by you, they are smitten by you, and they're completely loyal towards you and the connection. So even if you were confused about their feelings or anything of that sort, you were confused about their intention towards you, you were confused about where this connection is heading, there is nothing to worry about, because they're completely dedicated and loyal towards you. And their energy is in fact quite beautiful, because there's so much of hope, there's so much of passion, there's so much of longing for the future as well, like the imagining future, or imagining what it would be like to take this connection ahead, what it would be like to be with you right now. So there is a lot of daydreaming, a lot of cute daydreaming scenarios that I'm picking up on. And definitely they do their energy with the intimacy here. If intimacy has been a little bit here or there, and that's something that has to happen, I'm not speaking of physical intimacy. Intimacy is in all forms, of course. So it's seeming that in a way, I'm picking up on this energy that they're wanting, they're fantasizing, with the fantasizing right next to it, and longing. It's seeming that they're longing and fantasizing about intimacy with you. For some of you, I'm specifically picking up on emotional intimacy. They are wanting emotional intimacy. They are wanting those sweet small gestures. They are wanting physical intimacy, of course, but emotional intimacy is coming on strong, that you want emotional intimacy with you, and they are daydreaming of it, they are fantasizing for it, they are longing for it, and they are hoping that this connection is it, just the way you are hoping that this is the connection. You're hoping that this works out well, this connection lasts, and this connection is the one, they are the one. They are hoping the same way for you as well. They are hoping that this connection goes the long haul. Basically, the two of you end up together, and they are daydreaming of it quite a lot. There's a lot of spark and excitement coming through with it. And the healing energy, and we even saw apologies. It's seeming that they're already healing within themselves. They're already healing whatever they are meant to heal, whether it's regarding to this connection, or whether it's their past experiences, past trauma that they were meant to heal. But definitely it's seeming that they are also healing a lot of the things that were triggering them, like I mentioned, abandonment issues and priority. They are healing that. And in a way, I'm picking up for some of you, if it's a no contact situation, apology is seeming that it's coming through, even if there is a sense of resistance, since they don't want to come on too strong. Even with a no contact situation, they've been completely loyal, and they are completely dedicated towards you. They have been focusing on healing, and it's seeming that they do want to confess how they feel for you. even if it's a contact situation, even if you're you're getting to know each other, it's seeming that they are kind of resisting, because and they do have a lot of feelings for you, but they're kind of opening up a bit by bit, because they don't want to come on too strong. But yes, they are hoping that at some point they will unveil what they truly feel for you, what they truly think for you, and what you think for them, what you feel for them. It's no rush. We are in no rush. We have time. We are not in a marathon. We are going for a walk. We're not going for a marathon. That's the energy that I'm picking up on, that it's a sprint, not a marathon. I don't know where I've heard it. I honestly don't know. It's just coming to me. It's a sprint, not a marathon. So it's like that kind of energy, that we're going to be taking it slow. It's easy. We don't have to run. We are not. It's not a competition. It's not we are wanting. There's there is a finish line to it. If we are together, it's for lifetime, right? So that's the energy that I'm picking up on, and that's why they are kind of taking it slow, because they don't want to come on too strong, and everything has its time, everything has its place, and every feeling, every emotion should come out in the manner when it's meant to, at the right time, at the right place. So definitely it's seeming that their energy for you is very, very beautiful. There's a lot of spark, a lot of chemistry, passion, loyalty, longing. There's so much. So yeah, definitely their energy is absolutely beautiful. And that was the entire reading. I hope you connected with it, and thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading did resonate, then please do like and comment down below. Share this YouTube video with someone who may resonate with the messages, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do need your support at the moment, so please do subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, then you can do so at the Instagram link given down below, or the email address given down below, and I look forward to sharing this experience with you. Thank you so much. Bye.